What up, good people? It's me, Johnny, back at it again with another video. And many of you might be aware of the reboot to the X-Men animated series from back in the 90s, aka my old stomping ground. I grew up with this cartoon. I love that series. Speaking of this series, now it hasn't come out yet, but there have been plenty of rumors that have come out about the show, and I want to actually talk about it. A few videos back, I did a video entitled Hollywood is Hell Bent on Destroying Classics, and in spite of me not being familiar with an altered version of a certain example that I talked about in the video, my main point I still stand by, and it perfectly ties into the rumors and the reboot around this classic cartoon. There have been some changes to the cartoon that in the trailer for X-Men 97, me and a lot of fans of this cartoon have pointed out and have made fans upset, to say the least. And that's before any of the rumors that have come out about it. So, for starters, a lot of fans pointed out the cosmetic changes to some of the characters like Rogue and Storm. And I have an issue with Storm's change, but not because of the look. For many that maybe don't know, Storm had that hairstyle in Marvel Comics. Matter of fact, the first time she rocked that do was in the Uncanny X-Men issue number 173 that came out in 1983. That was a great year. After she teamed up with Yukuro, I probably mispronounced that, but anyway, and taking care of some criminals. My issue is that in the comics, in my opinion anyway, when Storm took on that hairstyle, it was due to her going through a kind of rebellious phase, if you will, because since she was a youth in the comics, she never got to really do anything but be a survivor and a caretaker for many people. And she always sought to do the right thing and not abuse her powers. Well, in the above mentioned comic, for the very first time, she went against that principle and used her powers to inflict pain on people, those people being those criminals. This caused her to want to shed her old appearance of who she was or who she was trying to be in the time. And with that came a lot of things and changes along with a new hairdo. Well, in the original X-Men animated cartoon series from back in the day, that version of Storm was in no shape or form this version of Storm, since she was much older and much wiser. So just slapping this hairstyle on her because someone working in this project Googled the fact that Storm had short hair and didn't know the context of why and just decided it was a cool look. So, hey, let's go with it. Then my other problem I have is with Rogue, and they just completely decided that even though she was supposed to be a Southern girl with Southern curves, that nope, women in shows nowadays can't have that kind of look, which is kind of funny considering the fact that shouldn't body positivity be all about all body types, no matter the shape? Because anything else would be hypocritical, don't you think? Anyway, the rumors get even worse from then, wanting to take a modern concept like non binary, for example, and put it into a show with the 1997 year being in the title, like that was something that was talked about back then. It wasn't, and I know because, well, I was alive back then, but they are doing it anyway with a character named Morph in the show. Other rumors say that they wanted to inject more modern thinking into the show, but Bob Liar Liar Pants on Fire Liger decided and not do that because of the backlash that Disney has received that has seen them hemorrhaging money to the point that even Phil is impressed. So the game plan is to get fans to buy into the first season, hoping that we are just going to ignore these minor additions. And then for season two, bam, they're going to hit us with a full tilt into some more of their bait and switch tactics. Well, ladies and gents, this show comes out on March 20th, and if that is the case, this classic is going to flop because Disney, who is a part of Hollywood, is going to destroy yet another classic. Of course, we'll see, but if I were a betting man, I believe these rumors being true is a better bet than anything that happened during the to the moon stock market ride back in January of 2021. It sucks though that classics have to be caught up in the crossfire for these studios, but hey, at some point they will run out of these movies and old shows that they are using as shields for their inept, reckless, and tone deaf decision making while trying to gaslight us to watching these so called remakes. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. Until the next video, take care.